Good day, Raptors! Welcome back to the channel, and this is our second video but we're actually doing stuff and third video in the tutorial series. If you did not actually watch the first video, the introduction, please go check it out to actually know what we're doing in this series. With no further ado, distractions or any complaints, let's get into it. So, in a previous video we did the following. We created the player script movement so we can actually move this object from left, right, up and down, and gave it a nice effect of slide. Oh, it's addictive just to play like this. So, now we're going to continue with particle effect and also physics material. So that's going to be the first thing that we could create, the physics material. So go into your materials folder, go create, and if you go down, there, physics material. And we're going to call that player slide. Open that up, and I wanted to actually add bounce, so I'm gonna give it a bounce of 2, and quickly want to see, yeah, give it a bounce of 1 and put the others at 0. Then go back to your player and add that to your player material, and remember to actually apply that to your prefab, or the next time you're going to drag in the player, you're going to lose all of these values, and I don't think you want to do that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change just a few values here. We're going to change that drag to 1. Normal drag is going to stay 0 and mass is going to stay 1. So if you play now, as you can see, it's got a lot more slide, and he had a bounciness. So that is going to be just great. That's going to be our player slide. That's going to be the challenge of the game actually. And one more thing that I want to do is I want to change this value just a little bit down to 0.8 by 0.8 by 0.8. Just to make it a little bit easier for our map development. You can also put it to 0.7 if you really want to. You think that will help. And we're going to add apply. So let's create the particle. If you go to your hierarchy and go to particle system, I'm going to create a lovely particle system. So let me get started. So direction, we're going to change that to a 0.1. Looping, we're going to leave it on for now, but at the end we're going to take it off. Start life, we're going to turn to 3. Start speed, we're going to turn to 10 because we want to give it a big explosion. You know! Start size, we're going to actually turn that start size to a multiple value of a minimum and maximum. So go to start size, click on the arrow at the end of it and go to random between 2. We're going to put it a random between 0.2 and a 0.3. You'll see now how that's going to be affected. And the next thing that we're going to change is, it's going to be our gravity. I'm going to change the gravity to 2.5. But as you can see now, it actually goes through the ground. We do not want that. It shouldn't be going through the ground. So we're going to go to collision. Here it is. And we're going to add going from planes to world. So everything that actually has a box collider or just a collider on it will be affected by this particle systems. Then we're going to change a few values here. We're going to change bounce to a 0.5. So it just has that small bounce. And that's pretty much what we're going to change in here. Then close that up and go to mission. Now this is the big part. This is what's going to make a big explosion. And we're going to drag that value up to pretty much there. 10,000. Oh, 1,000. Sorry. I'm going to remove looping. So it will just simulate like that. But you don't want it to go upwards. So we're going to change the shape. Because as you can see, it's a cone at the moment. And that's not going to work. We want a sphere. Because if you have a big enough imagination, if it's exploding, it will go from small to big. It's easy as that. Change that back to 1. Don't have to change anything else in here. Just the shape. So make that small again. And the last thing that we actually have to change would be our render. So as you can see, it's a lot of small particle effects. And in the demo that I showed you was actually a lot of cubes. So we're going to change that. We're going to change the render mode to mesh. And the mesh is going to be a cube. And the material of a cube is actually going to be our player. Ah, beautiful. So, what else do we need to change? Here is nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believe that's all you have to change. You can, if you want to, add a 0 there and add the 1 to a 3 and give it bigger explosion if you want to. Oh yeah, one thing you can also change is start speed. You can change that up to, let's say, 50. You get a big explosion. Damn. But we do not want that big of an explosion. So just like that. You can stay at 10. And remember to actually leave on a play on awake on. That is entirely important. So let's rename that first, reset it, and let's rename that particle effect. And that's going to be on die. When you die, I actually really want to change this material. Let's do it. Let's create a new material. Yeah, just for the sake. new material, die met, die met. I'm going to go from standard to diffuse. And we're going to give it a lovely blue. So it's a beautiful blue. And back on dye, I'm going to go down to its materials and add that material. Ah, that looks so much better. So that is our particle effect. Now we actually have to add it to a script. So go to prefabs and drag that particle effect into prefabs so you can create your own prefab and then delete that prefab of that component in the hierarchy. Then go to scripts and back to your player movement. So 1, 2, yeah, but one more thing that we have to add here at public is going to be a public object, or game object, and that's going to be def particles. It is spelled wrong, I know, and end it off. Just put a space there, and then we have to create a new void. So under void update, we're going to create a void on collision enter. Oops, enter. Seriously. There you go. And then create actually a value. So collide, no, not collider, collision, and we're going to call that other. And close it off and create gotcha this time. So we're going to create, if you do not know what that is, if we go back to our game and go back to our player, you can see we have a box collider. So what that script is actually when the player collides with another thing, it will call this function. So that's pretty much easy. So how this is going to work, instead of dying every time you hit a wall or anything like that, we're going to actually go into tags. So how this is going to work is, I'm first going to go if, going to make an if statement and going to bring that variable out, and that's going to be there's other dot transform dot tag. If that collision stack, what the player is colliding with, is equal to enemy, then the following will be happening. But I believe what's going through your mind right now is, where is that enemy tag? Where is the tags? So I'm just going to copy the enemy tag's name and go back to our scene. So when we're creating an enemy, we're going to go to the tags. Like remember in the previous video, we added a tag that's named player. So we're going to add a tag right now that's going to be called enemy. And that tag is going to be on the enemy objects in the scene. As you can see, it didn't actually change the tag from player to enemy, because wow, that will be bad. But yeah, that is going to be when we're creating the enemies. That tag is going to be the thing that's going to be activating the script. So how this is going to work is we're going to go we are going to do the following. A instance well, not instance, instance. That's like spawned, if you don't know. And we're going to create the def particle, comma, the player's transform at the moment, so transform dot position, comma, and the player's rotation, so transform dot rotation, and in that up, close. So what I actually did here is when we collide with the enemy, we're going to spawn the def particles at the current player's transforms position, so wherever he is in the world, and also the player's rotation. So, and yeah, and also we actually have to respawn our characters. So we're going to go, as remember we made that spawn point here at start, we're going to use that right now and say transform dot position equals spawn. As easy as that. At the moment I cannot actually, oh wait, I can. Let's test this out by just creating another cube in the world, reset, bring it out like that, and let's play. Oh wait, before we play we have to add that tag enemy. So let's play and see. Oh, almost forgot. Go back to player, and we actually have to add the def particles. So go to prefabs, particle, bring that in, and bam! So, as you can see, we spawned it every time where we started our level. So I'm going to start right there at the moment now. So I start there, die, and start back up there. And I'm off the map. Okay guys, that is the basics. But I forgot to actually show you now. We'll do it in the next video. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely video. Remember to smash that subscribe, smash the like, and destroy the comments. I would love to hear from you all, and I'll be having my eye on the comments just to add any comments that's necessary. And talk to my Raptors! The Raptor Revolution! So guys, I hope this tutorial helped you, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, stay subscribed, stay tuned in for the next video. Cheers guys!